Being arrested for a crime can definitely be one of the most traumatic events someone may face in their life. It can also be devastating for loved ones. In the blink of an eye, everything could change for the person being arrested and their family and friends. An arrest is extremely frightening for all involved. In a flash, someone can go from a free person to a prisoner. Family and loved ones are forced into a new way of living. New prison accessories include handcuffs, chains, and a uniform. Independence is stripped away and the arrested person is displaced from their home and separated from family and friends. It may feel like you've lost everything when you can see your freedom, your future, your identity, and your hope slipping out of your hands. What is it like for the loved ones and children involved? Perhaps they're overwhelmed with despair, fear, and helplessness as well. Do you know someone who has recently been put into jail? Are you feeling overwhelmed, confused, angry, upset, or depressed? These feelings and emotions are completely normal. Having someone you love go into jail is an awful situation to experience. It's as if you've lost someone but they are still alive. Being arrested or serving a prison sentence doesn't necessarily have to destroy your life or your family's lives. If you have a loved one who has been arrested, the best way to beat the disorientation, distress, and hopelessness is knowing how the system works and having the criminal defense team at Shoals Law on your side. Don't delay and call us today to discuss your case. How can families cope with the incarceration of a loved one? Trying to figure out what to do and where to start can feel overwhelming. Here are some steps to take to help if you and your loved ones are going through this situation. Here's how to deal with a loved one going to jail. Stay in the moment. If you start to think about all the years ahead without the person you love in your life, you'll likely get overwhelmed. Instead, take it one day at a time, dealing with what each day brings you. Your body, mind, and spirit may be struggling. So just focus on today. Make a plan and a budget. If the person you loved provided part of the income for your household, you're going to need to consider other options. Take a look at your budget to see what is necessary for you to survive. Jail can be expensive for those on the outside. From making phone calls to buying items at the commissary, your loved one will need money to help. Costs can add up quickly. Set a budget of how much you think you can reasonably spend per month, and stick to it. Take care of yourself. This is a grieving process. You're losing someone important in your life, and it's important to grieve that person. But don't forget you still need to take care of yourself. Try to sleep on a regular schedule, eat healthy meals, exercise and manage your stress. Decide how often you can visit. Most jails limit how often you can visit. Decide how often you will be able to visit, so you and your loved one will know what to expect. Plan on how you want to tell people. It can be difficult to decide how much to tell other people. Try to be consistent in what you say. It's a personal decision on how you want to handle it. Think about what you want to tell your children. One of the difficult decisions you may face when someone is imprisoned is what to tell the children. This is your decision, but it is widely acknowledged that children cope better when you are honest with them about what has taken place and where their loved one has gone. Be direct, and try to answer any questions they may have. Find out the rules of visiting ahead of time. If possible, contact the jail so you know what to expect. For instance, you'll likely be subjected to search. In addition, some jails only allow video conferencing, so you may not be able to actually hug the person. Most jails minimize physical contact, limiting it to a short hug at most. Knowing what to expect can take some of the tension out of it. Use calming techniques. Visiting someone in jail is stressful. If you find yourself anxious, try some calming techniques. Don't be surprised if the person lashes out. Being in jail is scary for everyone, and they may be afraid she's losing you, too. Plus, they're having to create a new life in a tense situation. Try to be understanding, but don't let the person walk all over you, especially since you're having a tough time, too. Have support afterwards. Seeing your loved one in jail is going to be hard, and the whole experience of visiting a jail isn't going to be fun. Join a group. Many communities have support groups for people who find themselves with loved ones in jail. You can also try contacting local psychologists' offices to see if they know of any groups. Try a grief counselor. If a group setting isn't for you, try a few one-on-one sessions with a grief counselor. Set aside guilt. You may feel guilty that your loved one is in jail while you are not. Remember that you did not make the same choices they did to land in jail, and all you can do now is support them. Create a new normal. For a while, your life is going to feel out of whack. With someone you love suddenly gone from your day-to-day life, you may feel a little lost. However, if you can just keep working through it, you'll readjust to life without them, and life won't feel so strange. Nothing is going to be normal for quite some time because what you are going through is not normal. As time moves forward, you will adjust and experience a new normal. Tell people what you need. People will not know how to relate to your loss. Be specific about your wants and needs. Ask for help. When someone you love goes to jail, it can have a massive impact on your life. You may have to grieve the loss of that person in your day-to-day life, as well as deal with any extra struggles. You have to learn to navigate the maze of the criminal justice. Manage practical concerns, financial considerations. Incarceration can have significant financial implications, especially if your loved one was a primary breadwinner. Assess your financial situation, create a budget, and seek financial assistance if needed. Consider applying for government support or reaching out to local charities for help. Legal matters. Stay informed about your loved one's legal situation, including their rights and any upcoming court dates or parole hearings. If possible, consult with a lawyer to understand the legal processes and what to expect. Support children and other family members. Communicate with children. If there are children involved, explain the situation in an age-appropriate way. Be honest but gentle, and reassure them that they are loved and supported. Encourage them to express their feelings and answer their questions as honestly as possible. Provide stability. Try to maintain a sense of normalcy and stability at home. Keeping routines consistent can help children feel secure during this uncertain time. Involve other family members. Engage other family members in supporting one another. This can create a network of care that helps everyone cope better with the situation. Take care of your mental and physical health. Prioritize self-care. It's important to take care of your own well-being. Make time for activities that bring you joy, relaxation, and peace. This might include exercise, hobbies, spending time with friends, or practicing mindfulness or meditation. Manage stress. Identify healthy ways to manage stress, such as deep breathing exercises, journaling, or engaging in creative outlets. Avoid unhealthy coping mechanisms, such as substance abuse or excessive isolation. Address social stigma. Dealing with judgment. You may encounter judgment or stigma from others due to your loved one's incarceration. Decide how much you want to share with others and remember that you are not responsible for others' opinions. Educate and advocate. If you feel comfortable, use the opportunity to educate others about the realities of incarceration and the impact it has on families. Advocating for better understanding and support can be empowering and help reduce stigma. Plan for the future. Prepare for reintegration. Start thinking about the future and what reintegration might look like for your loved one. This may include planning for their release, considering living arrangements, and discussing their goals and expectations for life after prison. Focus on positivity and hope. Although the situation is challenging, focus on the possibility of growth, change, and positive outcomes in the future. Encourage your loved one to engage in rehabilitation programs, education, or work opportunities while incarcerated, which can help them prepare for a successful reintegration. Spiritual support. Turn to faith. If you are a person of faith, prayer, meditation, or engaging in religious activities can provide comfort and guidance. Many people find strength and solace in their spiritual beliefs during difficult times. Seek guidance from religious leaders. consider talking to a pastor, priest, or spiritual leader who can offer support, counseling, and prayer for both you and your loved one. Educate yourself about the prison system, understand the system, learn about the prison system, including the rules, regulations, and available programs. This knowledge can help you navigate the challenges more effectively and advocate for your loved one when necessary. Stay informed, keep up to date with any changes in the legal system or prison policies that might affect your loved one's situation. This can help you anticipate challenges and opportunities. Finally, understand the legal process on how to seek for release. There are more than 10 ways to seek the release of your loved ones in prison. I will highlight in details in the next clip. This is the best time for you to rethink on your life with your partner. Correct errors made in the past and rebuild life again. Prison is not end of life but a reset to a default mode. Many of those who have gone through the prisons come out with more grace and favor, disciplined and strong to make it double in life.